Yo, what's good? So, you're in college, or maybe you're about to be, and you're already feeling like you're drowning in a sea of assignments, social anxiety, and overpriced cafeteria food that tastes like cardboard. Sound familiar? Look, I'm not here to sugarcoat it. College can be a wild ride. Some people will tell you it's the best 4 years of your life. Others will say it's a soul-crushing pit of debt and stress. Spoiler alert, it's neither. College is what you make of it. And if you're miserable, maybe, just maybe, it's time to take a hard look in the mirror. I'm not here to roast you, but I've been there, and I'm gonna walk you through how to not just survive college, but actually thrive. Buckle up because we're diving deep into the real stuff nobody tells you. Let's start with the biggest thief of your college joy: comparison. You're scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, seeing people at epic parties, acing their exams, or flexing their perfect college life. Meanwhile, you're eating instant noodles in your dorm at 2 a.m., wondering why you don't have it all figured out. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." And let me tell you, he was onto something. Most of those people you're jealous of, they're just as lost as you are. They're just better at curating their highlight reel. Stop measuring your life against someone else's filter. Focus on your journey. Trust me, the sooner you stop chasing someone else's vibe, the happier you'll be. Okay, step one to thriving: talk to people. I know, if you're an introvert like I was, this sounds like torture. But hear me out. You don't need to be the life of the party or have a million friends. Just stop hiding in the back of the lecture hall with your AirPods, pretending you're invisible. After class, turn to the person next to you. Compliment their backpack, ask if they understood the homework, or just say, "Yo, that lecture was wild." Humans are wired to connect, and college is the perfect place to build a network, not just for friends, but for survival. That random classmate you chatted with, they might share their notes when you miss a class or become your study buddy for finals. Nobody's judging your awkwardness, they're too busy worrying about their own. So take a deep breath, smile, and just say something. Step 2. Go to class. I'm serious. You'd be shocked how many people think they can just snap a pic of the lecture slides and call it a day. Newsflash, that doesn't work. Going to class isn't just about grades, it's about structure. It forces you to get out of bed, interact with the world, and actually learn something. You're paying for this education, whether it's through tuition, loans, or your parents' savings, so show up. Plus, professors notice faces, not just names on a roster. When you're struggling and need an extension or a bit of help, they're way more likely to cut you some slack if they've seen you in class. Skipping lectures? You're just making life harder for yourself. Step 3. Find one thing you're good at and own it. You don't need to join every club or be the star of every event. Just pick one thing you actually enjoy. Maybe it's intramural soccer, writing for the campus paper, or even starting a Dungeons and Dragons group in your dorm. Having something outside of academics gives you a break from the grind and helps you find your people, the ones who will have your back when things get tough. I remember my first semester, I was so focused on grades that I forgot to have fun. Then I joined a photography club, and suddenly I had a reason to get out of my room and meet people who got me. Find your thing and don't be afraid to go all in. Step 4. Party smart, not stupid. Look, I'm not your mom. I'm not going to tell you not to have fun. College parties are part of the experience, and they can be a blast. But there's a difference between having a good time and being that person who's puking in the bushes every weekend. Know your limits. Don't try to keep up with the guy who's chugging like it's an Olympic sport. And please, don't party every single night. College is a marathon, not a sprint. Burn out halfway through the semester and you'll be regretting it when you're failing classes or too exhausted to function. Have fun, but keep it balanced. Sip water, pace yourself, and maybe don't post every moment on your story. Step 5. Stop whining about being broke. Let's be real. Most college students are broke. It's practically a rite of passage. But instead of complaining, get creative. Look for a part-time job on campus or nearby. Sell some old clothes or textbooks, legally of course. Learn to cook cheap meals instead of ordering takeout every night. Ramen and rice can be your best friends if you know how to spice them up. And don't sleep on free campus events. There's always something going on, from movie nights to guest lecturers. Being broke doesn't mean you can't have fun, it just means you need to be resourceful. Skip the $7 coffee and those trendy outfits you'll wear once. Your wallet will thank you. Step 6. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. College is going to challenge you. You'll fail a test, you'll get rejected by a crush, a club, or an internship. It stinks, but it's also how you grow. Winston Churchill said, "Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." If you're too scared to fail, you'll never try anything worth doing. I bombed my first big presentation in college. Sweaty palms, shaky voice, the works. But I learned from it, and the next one was better. Failure isn't the end. It's just a detour. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep going.
Step 7. Manage your time like an adult. Stop pulling all-nighters and then crying about how tired you are. College is busy, but it's not an excuse to be a mess. Get a planner, use Google Calendar, or scribble deadlines on a sticky note, whatever works. Just keep track of your responsibilities. Procrastination might feel cool in the moment, but it's a habit that'll haunt you later. Break it now. The real world doesn't care about your "I work better under pressure" excuse. Plan ahead, prioritize, and give yourself some breathing room. You'll thank yourself when you're not panicking at 3 a.m. the night before a deadline.
Step 8. Take care of your body. If you're living on energy drinks and pizza, you're gonna feel like garbage, physically and mentally. Make time for movement, even if it's just a walk around campus. Drink water instead of chugging soda or those overhyped energy drinks. And for the love of everything, get some sleep. I'm not saying you need to be a fitness guru or go vegan, but small changes make a big difference. I started going for walks between study sessions, and it was like a reset button for my brain. Your body's not a machine. It needs care if you want to enjoy college. So there you go, your no BS guide to thriving in college. It's not about having it all figured out. It's about showing up, taking risks, and making the most of this chapter. College is your chance to write your story however you want. Don't waste it binge-watching Netflix, comparing yourself to others, or stressing over things you can't control. Talk to people, go to class, find your passion, and don't be afraid to mess up. Life doesn't hand you happiness, you gotta go out and grab it. Now, go make your college years epic. You've got this.